Once again, boys. Here we go. SkyX. Got a deal on it. I was holding out forever. SkyX is coming out with a red or black getter. Because I know Carbotics is doing one. I think Carbotics is doing... Anyway, check it out. SkyX Studios. So we're going to go over this. I think this is their... From what I understand, I haven't heard of SkyX before this guy. So I'm just letting you know, this is my first experience with the SkyX. I've heard some reviews, maybe some loose joints. I think it's going to be more reminiscent of a King Arts. Yeah. Actually, I'm sorry. I think SkyX is basically a subsidiary or another company tied into King Arts. That's what it is. I just remembered, boys. So, yeah, something like that. Maybe a little better quality. I don't know. We'll figure it out. I have 90% of the King Arts releases. So we're going to get into this bad boy. Here it is opened up. So when you first open up take it out of the box, this is what you get. The robot on top. Now, I'm just being straight up. I got this used. Somebody was selling it a little bit cheaper than, new. It seemed to be in good condition. I know this figure hasn't been out too long, so I'm sure there's no real aging to it or wear. So I wasn't worried about getting it. And that's another reason why I held off. Just simply because of the fact that I have a bunch of Mazinkaisers already, and I wasn't too keen on, getting this. But this is the hook. It wasn't necessarily two things. The size was second place, but first place was the fact that the armor could come off, which I'm going to get into. Those wings are pretty badass, but I think this is going to be too big to maybe wing out in a display. I'm going to check it out. I think I might do him no wings with armor. Here's all the accessories. I didn't see the horns on him. Again, I just opened it up. So I'm going to get into this and show you guys. This thing is so cool, boys. Alright, he is kind of tall. And I'm going to be honest with you, he feels a lot heavier than I thought he was going to be. A lot heavier. Check that out. Yep, good heft. They were selling one online that the hips, I guess, were out of place. The hips weren't lined up. The head couldn't stay up straight. I don't know. You gotta be kidding me. I don't know. The paint looks pretty good. I'm seeing a little fucking paint defect or some shit right there. It's always fucking something, man. It's always something. Oh, okay. That's Yep, so all this stuff can come off. Do his missile. I'm definitely going to take all the armor off. I mean, so far, this guy looks really cool. So far, so good. Yeah. I'll do a nice comparison after, so you guys can see the whole shebang. Yeah, I'll do a bunch here. I haven't handled this figure yet, so what I'm going to do is just slowly... I'm going to put the armor on first of all. Alright? These are metal. I think... No. I don't know. I think they might be metal plates. So let me put that here. All right. Again, these just came off in the box. So these were already off. I think that goes. Okay. Yeah. All right, this looks like it goes here. I think this might go on an elbow. But I'll see. Let me check it out. All right, it goes right here on the side. I saw it. All right, so we have that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to Honda spray it up. So I have all the pieces on there, can get polished. Ooh, these even move, like in the Super Robot Chogokin, if you're familiar with that, or the Riobot Sentinel. Oh, speaking of that, I think basically, now that we're looking at this guy here, I think he is more or less, you know, a copy of, I don't want to say a copy, but if you're going to get the most familiarity, whatever you want to call it, would be probably the Riobot. Just because the Sentinel Riobot, they have the lines, they have like the same thing. I'll show you the Scrander after. It's polished. It has like that see-through look. So essentially with the armor, and it has some good weight to it, I do like that. But essentially with the armor on, it's going to be more or less a Riobot. Definitely more die-cast and heavier, for sure. Alright, I was going to do kind of like a reveal, but I'll do some of the armor as I go. Starting to take it off, the gold is coming out. This fucking camera sucks. Look at that. Look at this. Oh, you mother. Ooh. You guys. That's butter. I'm not doing it justice. That's butter. Look at the back of the head. You know what? Because this was kind of like that's for the Scrander. I just have it open. This was like their first release under the Sky X moniker. So I'm thinking they'll, like the Gurren Lagann CCS, they'll probably do a re-release of this. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just one of those things. They'll probably do like a different color or the chrome power-up color. Because I think a lot of people are sleeping on this. I mean, it's not sold out by any means. A lot of people still have it. You can get it. Wow. This thing is... I didn't even try. This thing's like posing itself. This thing is cool, guys. Yup. I'm already halfway through, already recommending it. This... Yeah. Guys... Damn, this is good, man. This is good, guys. Good. Nice job, man. These side pieces here that come off the calves or the sides of the legs, whatever you want to call it. Metal. Just so you know. So there is some armor metal, kind of, if you're familiar, kind of like the DX Mazinger, Great Mazinger from Solar Chogokin. The metal armor plating, which is cool. I mean, I'd probably rather have the robot metal with the internals, you know, metal, and then have the armor plate plastic, because then you get the whole heft of the robot. Because if you want to display him without the armor, which some people do, maybe not most now that I'm thinking about it out loud, but at least the robot at all times will be heavy, you know, with or without the armor. This thing is, trust me, I feel a couple grams lighter. These are static hands. These ones are open for weapons while I'm looking at it. But I'm going to keep going down. Yeah, these are metal. Yeah, Sounds like it. I think the kneecaps look like they come off. They definitely move. Wonder if this comes off. All right, the knees. Look at that. Look at behind it, guys. Look at that knee bend. Yep. This guy is cool. I'm hearing some metal jiggling around. Let me check it out. Little disappointed with the hip swivel. So you have this thing here where the missile would go in. You got this thing on the back, but this thing is smooth, guys. Look at that. That looks great. Damn, man. I'm going to give it up to this torso area right now because that's it. All right, boys, I just risked it all. I wasn't sure if this came off. So here, if you remember, I was bending the knee earlier. And then that was like that. Ooh, I fucking poked me good, guys. Woo! That was, woo! That's a stabber. Hold on. Ooh. I was fine, but the blood loss is starting to affect me. Okay. So I saw that little slit down there. And I worked it back and forth. But I'm going to tell you, yeah, this nub looks kind of whatever. Look at the fucking piston in the joint in there. That's staying, boys. That's staying off, boys. Look at that. And there's another piece that was kind of hidden, but I remember seeing from the pictures. So I didn't really get a chance to look at it. But this, that comes right off. So I'll take it off. Don't break your copy if you're going to try this. But nothing happened, but I think these are not supposed to come off. But I worked it off because it looks like a little bit of residue glue right on the side a little. But it came off. Nothing's broken. I can slide them back on. So, hey, more innards exposed. I love it. All right, boys. You definitely want to use a spudger for some of these spots here. Just right under here, kind of like underneath the rib cage. So, another piece comes off of here, which I'll get to. I don't want to waste too much time on camera doing all that. But I'll be taking it off, and this guy is, like I said, awesome. So here you get the continuation down. Look at that. Man, this looks good. I bet you, maybe not. Again, this is a new company. I don't know really anything about, too much of what's going on there. But, oh, that can come off. So I think the eyes light up. The chest might light up. In different angles, I can see a little bit of the residue from the polish, which just wipes off. The longer you keep it on and wipe it off, the better it is. Just like waxing anything else. So I'll hit that up. I'll keep continuing. I think this is it for the armor on the legs, boys, and he looks beautiful. I mean, he can stand fine. I'm just kind of doing this as I go along here. Beautiful. So I'm going to see if there's any more armor pieces. I'm going to touch up the chest sinks. I love this. Right in the back, this is nice and easy. Battery cover. And it comes up. Yeah, no batteries. So I'll leave that in there. Hey, there you go. Some stores, I never had an issue with shipping before, but I was going to buy 2 things from Gundamn. They seem to be doing good for me lately. I was going to get this, and along with the big Scrander at the same time, but it said I couldn't because shipping, this had batteries. So again, this is used. Everything's fine on it. No complaints, no loose joints, just that paint spot really. It does kind of suck. Whatever. The knee things were not supposed to come off. I checked the directions. But they slipped off pretty. I mean, they were pretty tight, but I think it looks way better with them off, which is nice. So I'll get the rest of this back together. It has rocket punch fist effects, as you saw in the tray, which is right here. I'm not putting those on. I'm not in the mood. I never really do the effects. You know, if I do something, I take a picture. Comes with the missile. Look at that Scrander. That's beautiful paint. I might just leave this on the back of them, just to have it, because it looks good. Little dirt. Yeah, I might put it together here. We'll see. Here's a little sample. Oh, I got to try the wings out. Little cool addition. I took off that chest piece, the Z, and I put like the turbine. I've never seen that before. So that was right in the tray with the swords and the extra accessories. So that's kind of cool, little turbine. I mean, every single, Mazinkaiser has the Z chest. My whole thing, guys, is switch it up a little bit. Okay, hey, the original design, you guys love it. I love it. It's fine. You can turn around at any corner, any manga, anything, and see, Mazinkaiser in their form anytime. So that's fine. But if you have something where you can switch it up a little bit, and you have maybe a couple of figures, it won't kill you to, change it up. Have something somebody else doesn't have. And I looked in the directions, because they were already open. Again, this was used. It wasn't the best used figure I got, so there were, a couple things, minor things I wasn't happy with, but whatever. It's not like it's a masterpiece, museum piece figure. It's a nice figure. I think it's one of the biggest die-cast, if not the biggest die-cast Mazinkaiser out there. I think there's Evolution Toys Big Scale Heavy one or something. But yeah, it doesn't show the knee joints coming off here. But hey, maybe I showed you guys something new, because you get a little more metal or inner exposed, which never hurts. He does have a magnetic stand. The bottom of the feet. Little toe action. Foot and toe. Whole thing there. Alright, I'll get the Scrander on. We gotta check this shit out, boys. This takes up a lot of real estate, boys! We're gonna go with the flyby. Oh my god. You motherfuckers. Look at that. You slick slut. Boys. Alright, so here he is. The wings look good. You know what? I'm not going to do them with the wings, because I have all of my other ones out with the wings. I have we're going to do a comparison. This way you guys can see what's going on. So when you swap out the hands, so you have the fist, and then you have this extra double wrist joint, which I think might be unnecessary, but it just caps on. I don't know, kind of weird how they did that. I've seen other robots where you can take these in or out as an option, so you can stiffen it up. If you're using like a sword, the wrist won't go limp. But this is necessary. I just tried to put on the fist without it, and I just wanted to notate that for you guys. Yeah, at the beginning of the video you can see this, but I wanted to point this out. Other than the styrofoam, which is like an upgrade from King Arts, seeing that this is like a again, it's a partner or another team of King Arts. But anyway, Sky X, these trays are very similar to King Arts. The King Arts only bring the plastic everything, which I don't care for, but I do like that they incorporated some styrofoam here. Another thing, same as King Arts, is you get all these pieces left over if you want to display your robot. So I think half of them will go back into the styrofoam tray, and then half I'll just have to baggy up and figure it out that way. But I'm getting over to the comparison, so we'll be able to see these guys together. I would like to take time to thank our sponsor, Vinyl Examination Gloves, brought to you by Mr. Gokin. Thank you for sponsoring this video, Mr. Gokin. Check out his channel, Mr. Gokin, on YouTube. He loves gloves. All right, here we go. We have Aoshima. Limited articulation. More kind of like a metal statue. It is nice. Nice and heavy. That's a full Gokin. Huge wingspan. I think a lot of the action figures or a lot of the companies downsize the wings just because they are huge, maybe, in the anime. And I think they downplay the wings a lot of the time, but I just wanted to give you a visualization of the wings. So, blocky, statuesque. I have reviews, I think, of every single one of these figures. I'm going to bust out some CCS because he does have the Riobot, like I said, Sentinel type of aesthetic. I'll get these guys together one-on-one so you can see them. But I'll get through this here. This is very nice one. Damn, I'm having a brain cramp right now. Anyway, nice one. That's more of a like a sharp anime look. That guy right there. Oh, that's a Max Factory. Heavy Gokin, yep. We're going to come down to the Super Robot Chigokin. Amazing detail, super flexible, good posing. We got the Sky X in the background. Coming over to the GX75 original, not the new bluer color. And then we have the Riobot in the back. And here's a comparison shot. So you have the CCS Great Mazinkaiser. I know it's great. He's the next evolution of... So it's Mazinkaiser and then Great. Kind of like the whole Mazin saga. It's all about evolving and evolution. Here's a shot of the CCS Sky X. Just to give you comparison, because I thought they would... that new Carbotics, I think it is, Boss Borat, that came out. People are having a problem with that scaling, trying to put it with its different, trying to fit it somewhere. It seems like the odd man out for some reason, just because of it's the paint or the scale. If the scale seems to go with another figure, then the paint's not right. It doesn't match that way. So it's just one of those things. What I'm getting at is this guy right here is taller than CCS. CCS did not make a Mazinkaiser figure. They went straight for the Great. So it's kind of hard. My whole point is trying to get this guy to fit in with something. I'm sure, there's stuff. Maybe he could go with the King Arts. I think the DX, if you have the DX, I can't even think. They did Jeeg. And they just did Grendizer, DH Alloy. Damn. Whatever. I'm just having brain fog today, boys. But they just released the Grendizer that has the USB. So check them out. Brain cramp. He might go with them because he's about the same scale size. It was Alpha Max, boys. The second I grabbed him to do a comparison. So look, actually, we're going Alpha Max Grendizer with Great Mazinkaiser. I mean, they don't match, but they're two different robots, kind of two different color schemes and styles. But they're about the same height. I'm pretty sure Grendizer is bigger scale-wise, but if you're having them displayed on the shelf, having things, about the same sizes helps out. It helps it match a little more, if that's what you're going for. Unless you're doing for a real size comparison on robots, then you're going to do it the other way and have to mix it up. So, final thoughts. I would say the joints are tight. And again, I got mine used. The joints are tight. I mean, it's a quality piece. I would say this company is a step up from King Arts. I've had no problem with the armor. I don't know. They just went King Arts and stepped it up. So if this company's coming out, I don't know if King Arts is going to stick around or continue to do super robots. I know they do other things. But, yeah, I'm not sure what's going on with that. We'll have to see. Only time will tell, boys, because if King Arts is going to come out with a great Mazinkaiser, I'll tell you right now, as much as I want to, I wouldn't buy it. Because this thing has all I need with the armor coming off. We'd have to see. It'd have to be very impressive. Again, King Arts armors all remove. So you could get the thing completely naked and just bare bones. This thing looks amazing. I mean, overall, I'll give this figure literally a B. I mean, it's really good. There's nothing wrong with it. There's no QC issues that I could see. It's a well-made, nice, hefty, for the size figure. Definitely go out and buy it. Like, subscribe. This is one of those videos you can just put in the background and kind of listen to as you go. Got a new camera rig set up. Going to be getting a desk. Shout out to my boys. Talk to you soon. Peace out.